Yeah, we are live. Time to hit y'all with that. What's good in the hood? If you know what I'm saying. Shout outs to everyone who's going to be joining up in a little bit. Shout outs to new patron Dingo. I'm going to have to add his name to the list at the end of the broadcast. You know how we do. We chill out for the first 10-ish minutes or so. We spam the fact that we are online to all the different avenues that I like to post. Twitter, Discord, IRC. What else? Give me a few. I still need to automate this shit so bad. Okay, we got IRC taken care of. Let's take care of Discord. Next, oops, yes. Next, Twitter. As soon as we're live, we'll play some music. I mean, as soon as I'm done posting, I should say. And then we will hop into E2N2, followed by some more Doom 2. We're getting really close to the end of the game. End of this part of the game, I should say, because we still have the master levels that we have to go through. I hope the sound levels are okay. It's taken a little bit of tweaking to figure out everything. Excellent. All right, guys. We'll be back shortly with the main broadcast. Until then, please enjoy. Some shit that's going to get me DMCA'd as fuck, so please subscribe on Patreon. Patreon.com/darkmage. Here we go. love that song so much. I love Metallica in general. Shout out to Metallica before they DMCA my ass. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Evil Dojo. I am your host, the ghost with the most gnosis. East Coast halitosis. Sick flow. Y'all don't even know this, but damn. I got that hocus pocus. Let's see. We've got a couple things lined up for you at least tonight. Running that Delta 8 right now. Fuck. Pardon. Cough into your face. Regarding unbannings of a particular bird individual dingo, he can get on Patreon now before I unban him. You know, that's totally an option. He doesn't have to be unbanned in order to get on the Patreon. That's not a requirement. He's more than capable of patroning up without being unbanned. If he feels he's unable to do so, that's an internal issue that he has and not something that I can really help him with. That's funny. You know, the bird is more than capable of freeing himself. The truth will set you free. And that said, let's dive into some E2N2. Let's see. Before we get into some doom, I've got it set up. Boom. Look at that shit. Right away. Y'all ready for this? I'm ready.
I'm back. Suck it. I'm back. Suck it. FNet News. Fat fucks. I love FNet like a wet baguette. FNet News. FNet News. Bang, bang, man. Shit, shout outs to Frack. Penis Paul, Penis Paul, Penis Paul. Penis Paul, Penis Paul, Penis Paul. Chatters and top chatters alike, welcome back to Eraser's FNet News.
Thank fucking God I have missed Eraser's voice. Holy shit.
Episode, who fucking knows, because the last time I did one of these was April of 2021, I believe.
God fucking damn. What a long ass time, dude. It has been far too long.
I have PTSD from G fucking railing it in my fucking head. Eraser, it's been 3 months. Eraser, it's been 6 months. Eraser, it's been 7 months. Well, here you fucking go, you junkie scum. Just kidding. But for real, give me all your money. Shout outs to everyone that kept it going, though, and wasn't a lazy fat fuck like myself. You know who I'm talking about. Load from the Load Radio Hour.
Ooh.
Jewbird, formerly of Jewbird Radio Hour, now after several $1,000s of rebranding research, has changed the name of the show to Bird Nest. I like that. Money well spent. And Dark Mage, formerly of the Dark Mage Radio Hour, who has not necessarily rebranded, but gone into the recycling bin of life and picked out Evil Dojo.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
And finally, a new contributor to the landscape of FNet Entertainment, the team over at Not E2N2. So I'm
damn fucking sick burn on Spoke. Holy fuck.
psyched to see all this IRC related
Also lol at the fucking dude from Final Fantasy IV representing Zartet.
content being contributed from all corners of the world.
I think his name was Tella.
Hallelujah. Praise the black man. Speaking of black man, I believe Darn had a message he wanted me to pass along for you that you seem to have missed in the chat. Says, hi, black man. Did you have a nice MLK day? That Darn. Always so thoughtful. No wonder he's the #1 chatter. Now, maybe black man missed that message from Darn because he was too fucking busy taking Dark Mage down in Pound LRH. Let's take a look at this log right here. Dark Mage says, I only did CC, which is community college, for first semester black man. I got my degree from a university, I'm guessing, not like a unisexual. Black man says, wow, you just owned yourself. You won't recover. How so, says Dark Mage. Admitted to community college, self-ownage will never recover. Dark Mage tries to retort, saying nothing wrong with community college for the first year. Black Man, surprisingly, I didn't see this coming, says he agrees. I agree that there is nothing wrong, quote unquote, with community college, but you are attempting to go head to head with me. I attended Yale for college and grad school. Dark Mage is attempting. I don't attempt anything. I just do it. Oh, shit. Dark Mage pulling out the big fucking keyboard strokes there. Black Man puts him back down to earth. You learned about computers in community college. L. Dark Mage tries to save himself. Dark Mage says, nah, I am self-taught. Began coding at age 11, 25 years ago. Black Man says, I am 56 years old. All Dark Mage has to say at this point is, wow, you're old. Holy shit.
What else is there to say, honestly?
Hell yeah. Speaking of Dark Mage, that motherfucker just got a new desk. So you know what time it is? It's time for a desk review. Double click this shit and let's open it. Okay. I like the wood grain. This is a nice looking wood grain. Wire management, I'm just seeing shit everywhere. Looking like a bird's nest. What are you doing in a bird nest, bro?
Yeah, for real, I need some fucking cable management help. I have the worst cabling situation over here. Like, it's real talk. I can't even think about getting a pet, let alone a cat, without fixing this shit, because it's a fucking crazy nightmare. I got way too many cables going everywhere. I just don't know what to do.
What's up with that? Look at the wires to the bottom right quadrant of the photograph.
Like, it's really bad. I'm gonna have to take a wider spread photo of like what I'm doing right here. It sucks, man.
My God.
I've actually swapped the laptop onto the right side of the monitor now, and so it's a little bit closer to the router, which I actually have, as you can see, physically plugged into the Ethernet cable. But yeah, it's just trash cable management. I get it. That
shit is hazardous, man. Can you imagine if that started a fire? There would be crustaceans screaming and steaming up in that place.
Fire hazard. No. It's actually quite safe.
Probably while streaming. I do be believing. What is with this tiny ass mouse pad too, man? That is not an alpha male mouse pad whatsoever.
Okay, well that's fair. I could use a much bigger mouse pad. No lie. I've never had a larger one before. I didn't even know they made them bigger. News to me.
It looks like the mouse pad that you would steal from your grade school in the early 90s, which had possibly already been there since the early 80s. You need a mouse pad upgrade stat. I zoomed in on this photograph too, and between the laptop and the second display, you see that little amber colored thing next to what I believe is what is that? Is that a spaceship? I don't even know what the fuck that thing is. It's probably a wireless something. I don't fucking know. It's got a light on it. It's pointing up at the sky. What the fuck do you want from me?
Oh, that's a Juul. That's a fucking Juul vape, which I have misplaced somewhere around here. But I'm okay. I don't need it right now.
But yeah, next to this unidentified wireless object, a UWO, is, I think it's drugs, man. I think he's smoking marijuana. We gotta have an intervention. You can't chatting, man.
I wish I had a little tiny weed vape stick like that. That'd be fucking dope.
Not safe. But wait, we're not done. We got a second photograph, and for a goddamn good reason too. Let's check it out. Holy shit, this thing grew. Look at that thing.
I'm surprised you didn't use the video, Eraser. Why not drop the video that I took on Twitter for that?
It's almost as big as Dark Mage's ego at this point, but not quite there yet. Very impressive, Dark Mage. I like it. Throw some rims on that bitch. I'm not going to comment about the incel poster to the right of the desk. I respect the right of any individual chatter to decorate their chat space as they see fit. But overall, this desk gets the desk itself.
I think Eraser just focused a little bit too hard on the foreground and not the background in that image.
Is nice, but the area and the things surrounding it, this is a C. Overall, this desk experience is truly a C, and I'll tell you.
That's fair. I can take that grade.
Why the desk itself is really nice, but the surrounding area, you know, it's like meeting a nice man in a really shitty part of town, you know. But
I feel that, you know, and I could definitely use some assistance with the cable upgrades. For real, someone hit me up about that.
Hope the fact that this desk can go up and down helps correct Dark Mage's spine, man. I see you slumping all the time in your streams. Correct your fucking posture, bro.
Yeah, that's something I'm working on, and actually the desk really is helping with that, honestly. I'm able to kind of get my hands in a lot of different positions. It allows me to stretch my back and arch into certain positions that I'm not used to kind of sitting in. It's just been good, and I've been experiencing a lot of pain relief.
Tedesco joined Pound FNet News, which is amazing because I didn't think anyone joined that channel anymore except for a bunch of bots and possibly G. But Tedesco had this to say: all Jason Bandy ever wanted was for adults to be able to have sex on their front lawns in animal disguises a week or so before all the Christmas celebrations took hold without reprisal from the conspiracy. I asked Jason Bandy if he knew Tedesco or possibly what the conspiracy was that Tedesco was talking about, but he had no clue, so shout outs to Jason Bandy. Armini, or however the fuck you pronounce this name, Armeni or I don't know, fat fuck underscore, gave his official review of Pound LRH very rudely in Public Eye and Pound Philosophy, and he said, you want to see some real weirdos? Go to LRH and tune into their talk radio. Out of all, I think only Stratum sounded neurotypical. Stratum obviously felt the heat of the highlight and said, yes, hello. And Armini tries to, I don't know what he's trying to do here. He just says, hey, Stratum. That's pretty suspicious to me. Load of LRH has been orchestrating a fuck, Mark. My fucking work's calling me. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Load from LRH is orchestrating a side quest of IRC D&D, starring Angie, Kuntz, Zartet, Logic, and Load himself. I had to really think about it. From this week's edition, which was competing for airtime with fucking Evil Dojo, I learned two things. The first one, which DK57 highlighted in this log right here, is that Angie has level 99 feet. I have no clue what this power can do in IRC D&D, but I can't wait for her to whip it out. And by it, I mean the level 99 feet and not her penis. And during their adventure, they ran into an African gentleman from France named Black Pierre in this accurate visual representation generated from the description during the show. Butt Vomit, aka Rebirth, is fucking famous. I did some research on this and confirmed that it is actually true. Butt Vomit says, I did some production for Cool Keith and Ice-T, and he links to a song, I think it was called Analog Brothers, or the album was Analog Brothers. And then he goes on to say, did the recording / protocols work on a bunch of shit back in like 2001-ish. God damn. What a fucking G. Here he is, this famous and accomplished person IRL, and he's choosing to hang out with us low-life rejects on IRC. So shout out to Butt Vomit for humbly giving us his association so that our own cool points tick up slowly.
Shout outs to Butt Vomit. I did not know that. If that's true, that's really cool. Reminds me of a chatter from Pound Love named Brainwreck. I wouldn't be surprised if they're the same person now that I think about it, because they happen to have a very similar, chat style, I should say.
Speaking of doing gangster shit in IRL, I recorded a song about a gangster chatter. This one's called Black Man, and the beat is by B-Rex. Take a listen.
This was really fire.
Strikes fear in the hearts of the cowards and riots, only here to engage in high-level chat. Black man, enters the chance, should be up but not because of affirmative action. Graciously gives FNet what we've been lacking. Wanna talk about top chatters? Let's talk about Black Man. And while we're all sitting here full-time chatting, Black Man, part-time, full-time crypto stacking. Could he be an author our minds have been racked with? Thoughts like, is Black Man even Black Man? And the worth of the four rims on Black Man's car is worth more than 1 year of LOH's patrons. Plus all the change in Dwayne's glass jar, and Jira is wild that Black Man goes hard. Every one of his houses has a 50-meter pool. 3,000 plus women have played with his jewels. Black Man too sleek, Black Man too cool. Black Man got 5 degrees without finishing school. So who are we to judge? Black Man, best be careful or he might put you on blast, man. Docs on docs like stacks on stacks, man. Got more info than the fucking tax man. Black man. And just a chance should be up, but not because of affirmative action. Graciously gives FNet what we've been lacking. Wanna talk about top chatters? Let's talk about Black Man. And just a chance should be up, but not because of affirmative action. Graciously gives FNet what we've been lacking. Wanna talk about top chatters? Let's talk about Black Man. Black Man. And just a chance, silence all around except for his biggest fan. Single-handedly dismantled the Ku Klux Klan, impregnated their wives, now their kids are Black Man. Black Man knows all and expels the myths, educates us on how to pleasure women and shit. He says don't even bother looking for the clit, the female orgasm does not exist. Takes down common enemies like Tom Pask. What happened to the others? It's best not to ask. Black Man doesn't hire cause he kills on his own. Did I mention that he owns 5 vacation homes? And yeah, sometimes I wish he wouldn't pick on Dwayne, but then I remember, Dwayne is insane. So I watch Black Man tear down the facade. So if Black Man defeats Dwayne, does that mean Black Man is God? Strikes fear in the hearts of the cowards and riots, only here to engage in high-level chats. IQ 230, the highest ever recorded. We should be paying Black Man, but we can never afford it. Black Man, and just a chance should be up, but not because of affirmative action. Graciously gives FNet what we've been lacking. Wanna talk about top chatters? Let's talk about Black Man. And just a chance should be up, but not because of affirmative action. Graciously gives FNet what we've been lacking. Wanna talk about top chatters? Let's talk about Black Man. Shit, you already know what it is, Black Man. I had recorded that for the LRH contest, but I fucking totally missed the window. I was tired, but people heard it, they like it, so I'm appreciating the drive to do music again, and I'm glad people are enjoying it too. Bunny says there is no such thing as God. So I asked her, how do you know that, bitch? She says, I just do. It's all lies by the poisonous priest. They just tell you that to get money. No one will give you money. And if there was a Christian God, then he's a horrible boss. Oh.
Good argument. Can't lie. I used to think the same way. I say this as I wear my pentagram shirt and have a rosary in the next room.
All this proves to me is that Bunny probably went to Catholic school. You ever see URLs on IRC and you're wondering?
There is a common theme with being forced to go to Catholic school and kind of rebelling against it, though, right? Like, if I was forced to do that, I probably would have gone a lot harder into this whole thing than I did.
Am I clicking a hacker link? Well, don't worry. Darn's got you covered with a great security measure. Let's take a look here. Darn was responding to a Dark Mage link and says, yeah, Drac Mage. Links don't take me to YouTube. They go to China website. So he disables his links, copies the link into Notepad first, then copies it into Notepad++, and then he finally pastes it into a browser that is in private mode. Fucking solid security advice right there from Darn. Zartet, who's just like, traditionally just a nice chatter, was definitely seen ripping the balls off of someone else, and I think it was Pound Philosophy. L. Smith says, am I on Ignore or something? Y'all pretending like you don't know me or something, LOL. And Zari just says, no, you're just boring. God damn. Zari just rips off L. Smith's testicles and puts them in a jar on his fucking desk. That was vicious. And now the G corner. Remember, you get your own corner if you make 3 different news segments within the show. So let's start the G corner out with a little COVID conversation. Dark Mage says, y'all got COVID, cousin me. And Deacon says, I got it from Monk, and his rap. G says, I got mine from my mom's and then super spreaded it to a hospital. Whoops. Still got a hit of fentanyl from there, though. So, worth it? And I was confused because that didn't seem right. I said, why the fuck did you get Fetty in the hospital? Doesn't make any sense to me. G responds, I went under so they could stick a camera down me throat and look for cancer. Apparently they give you fucking fentanyl for a sedative / anesthetic now. And I said, what did they find? F knocker and butt pop. It just fucks sets me on fire. It says semen.
Damn.
Nutritious.
G will not recover.
On to the second G story. G says, some Russian kept on emailing me as a girl, so I told him to stop being gay in Russian, then sent him the lyrics to Broke Boy in Russian. My spam box is now getting 5 messages a minute. I don't think he was too happy with my statement. It's pretty funny.
That is pretty good.
Finally, G was showing off his recent purchase from the dark web of weed cartridges, I'm assuming. But I love how it is the budget weed cartridges. My man G is balling on a budget. Respect. I'm all about that conservative cash flow, bro.
Be careful with those weed carts that are not supposed to be that great for you.
JPAP, which is, I'm sure, short for J-Pap smear.
I say as I vape nicotine.
I guess had been off IRC for a long time, decided to come back, check out this log, so he joins pound IRC 30. He says, it's rather quiet. Loldang says, you just got here. JPAP says, true. Top chatter already right here. Scrim says, they mostly come out at night. Mostly. JPAP says the last line of his life and says, I've not used IRC since the 90s! Exclamation point. Since the 90s! To be honest, cannot believe that it's still going, so had to download Merc for a retro hit of nostalgia, ... And I forgot the timestamps on this, but he literally quits 40 seconds later, and his whole experience of IRC in 2022 was 3 minutes long, so I'm hoping he really enjoyed that hit of nostalgia he was talking about. Beans dropped a major news story. Microsoft to acquire Activision Blizzard to bring the joint community.
What a depressing news event that is.
Gaming to everyone across every device.
I actually really enjoyed Blizzard as a company. I also really enjoyed Activision long time ago. Everyone knows about StarCraft. Everyone knows about MechWarrior. One of my best friends, who was the dungeon master for our D&D group, his mom worked for Activision. So we played tons and tons of Activision-centric games. We actually played Battletech, the board game, which was totally insane but awesome. Also a big inspiration for what kind of games I'd like to make in the near future.
I'm not really sure if that impacts me or not because I played Diablo 1 on Battle.net with a bunch of Brazilians. So I hope I can still be able to do that, but if not, well, I don't know. Life's just going to have to stop at that point. Good news for Phobos. Says she's been doing some research and turns out my health insurance covers breast augmentation in California. Loldank says, Phobos, that's funny. Are you considering it? From what cup to what? She says, I don't know. C or D, but they stretch your body out so you have to deal with the consequences. Fuck that. Get some titties, girl, and enjoy it. I'm sure everyone that's paying a high premium at whatever insurance company you're with is psyched that you're spending that money on titties. Autistic Chatter of the Week. This is a new segment, but I won't be doing it every time I do an episode. It just kind of comes and goes when qualified. Comes from Show. He joins pound 2600 and says, so you guys believe in mutants, lost tapes, alien? I hope none of you are them, so I may stay. Those mutants taking over the U.S. are heavily leaked. Even the Area 51 spotted mutants. I named them. Zonoids, Chronos. Zonoids are 100% real, so beware. This motherfucker just keeps going on.
Zonoids are from an anime called The Guyver, or Guyver. Bio Booster Armored Guyver. It's The Guyver. Like the Zoonoids right here were the fucking coolest monsters in like any like Power Ranger style, Tekkaman style thing. We're gonna have to do a old school rewatch of episodes. They have them on YouTube. Like Like, this is some serious fucking nostalgia right here. Like, shout outs to anyone who actually knows that anime.
On and on. This is the middle of the night, by the way.
There was also 2 live action movies that they made in the United States based off the anime, and they were really good. The first one is starring Mark Hamill, who was originally Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. So, can definitely recommend.
2600 randomly. And he just continues. The year is now 2021. By 2100, the Dark Ages has
Fuck yeah, the Guyver.
started. Who will make it to 2100 from 2021?
Sho is the main character from that anime as well, by the way. So this dude is role playing, but he's having a good time with it. So that's fucking cool.
I will. The Guyver. Interdome says, hey. And Sho fucking immediately departs life or the planet.
That should be testament to not only me not having watched this in advance, but also a testament to like my actual weeaboo knowledge.
Or just IRC, I'm not really sure. And Interdome says, you forgot to take your meds. I agree. No context quotes of the week. This one comes from Zardy. These dikes upstairs are solid wood again. And God bless.
That's a fucking great one.
Bless them for that. These next 2 come from Angie. Now I put them in the same picture, but they are not from the same log. They're 2 separate, no context quotes. The first one says, long dick is not 5. I agree. And then the second one is, like, once he starts licking, he will not stop. Ooh, I'm horny. And finally, chatter of the week. This was tough, man. RC is like super active right now, and it's like so many people are chatting, generating conversation. You know, my affiliations and my loyalties want to give it to Black Man, but honestly, I'm gonna give it to G. G's chatting up a storm, and you know, being G, which is essentially being autistic. That's it, my friends. Feels good to get it in after a long dry spell, if you know what I mean. No promises or commitments on when I'm going to drop the next episode, but it will be soon. I just, you know, as content comes to me, because I'm not on IRC as much as I would like to be, to gather stuff for something like this. But once I get enough, and if it's still relevant, I'll be dropping it. So, shout out to all my Patreons, whoever the fuck you are now. We'll find out after this episode drops. And yeah, man. See you on the chats. Peace.
Great episode. So glad to see him again. All right, who's ready for Doom? I know y'all. I know I am. Let's see. Here we go. I can't hear it, though. Oh shit. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to restart the stream. Oh, shit. Audio fucked up. I didn't test it beforehand. Damn it. You know what's really suck about Linux and OBS is there's kind of like no guarantee that your device is going to not only be fully detected, but that like everything will be hooked up properly. So, be back in a moment. I need to restart OBS. Apologies.